Hello. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Dr. Lisa Brennan, and my colleague is Dr. Mandy Sheriff. We're both from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, and we're here today to share with you a replicable framework for integrating artificial intelligence, or AI, which is the big hot topic we know, to significantly enhance your student success and faculty efficiency in nursing education. Let's talk about the problems we're facing. This big problem is our post-COVID students are facing significant academic and emotional challenges. Here in the greater Milwaukee area, we have observed that too many students simply were not completing their degrees on time. A core issue is many students lack those foundational critical thinking and analytical skills necessary for college level work. This leads to a disconnect between high school and college expectations. In addition to the fact that all high school education is not the same, and there is a vast inequality as to the preparation students have in high school to prepare them for college. Meanwhile, faculty are increasingly expected to provide personalized learning paths, which places immense demands on our limited time. We could have large classrooms, we could have increased workload. All of this is time crunch. To address this problem, we implemented a competency-based educational strategy powered by AI. Sometimes I call it my teaching assistant. Our core invention was transforming traditional lecture materials into multimodal supports using various AI platforms. This wasn't about replacing faculty. We're not replacing us with robots or AI. It was about shifting the role. Now my role as a faculty shifts to focusing on facilitating learning and instead of just delivering the content. We targeted 3 undergraduate courses within our curriculum. Concepts of pathophysiology and pharmacology 2 and 3. These are taken sequentially in semesters 2 and 3 within our program. And professional roles 4, complex systems, which is taken in the 4th semester of the program. This strategic placement allowed us to support students from foundational concepts all the way through complex systems. So what did we really do with that AI? What did it create? Well, we created a wide range of resources: guided notes, infographics, podcasts, quizzes, and interactive case studies. These materials were scaffolded in complexity, meaning they started with basic workbooks or guided notes and progressed to disease concepts and interactive tutoring sessions with interactive case studies. So how did we really go about this? Well, we utilized a few different platforms to achieve this. We knew that we wanted it to be progressive, so that helped guide our framework, starting from what do students need within the class itself, within that lecture hall? What are other ways we can help deliver that same learning content? And then how can we really turn it into an active learning environment? For content creation and transformation, we leverage tools like Gemini, Microsoft Copilot, and Brisk. These application of the tools by the students fell really into 3 key areas, moving beyond simple information delivery. So first we talked about and focused on tutoring and interaction. So the students could use AI tutoring platform to interact directly with the course content. I uploaded my PowerPoint slides and the information. I also then told the AI companion what the course outcomes were for my students. And then the AI platform was able to interact with the students, asking them questions, having them give back the knowledge that they had learned. Crucially, faculty were able to monitor all of these interactions. This helped to gain insight to where students struggled and refine support that was needed. I was able to take that information, bring it back to the next class, and spend the first 5 or 10 minutes clarifying concepts that multiple students were struggling with. Another application was holistic discussion and communication. So students were able to engage AI to discuss nursing issues in a holistic manner and then continue to create infographics to effectively share that information, building on their communication skills. We utilize this in more of that teach back format for students. Finally, we could utilize our AI for simulated practice. The students engaged with the AI, and the AI was their simulated patient. They worked through scenarios guided by faculty curated prompts. I guided the questions the students put in, following the clinical judgment model. The students then received feedback from AI and made decisions about implementation of care or shifts in care or evaluation of interventions based on the response from the AI bot. This gave immediate, low-stakes practice with complex decision making. We were also able to scaffold these case studies, starting with simple assessment, simple recognizing of cues, and continuing to develop it all the way to a complete care plan. This is an example of what that looked like in the classroom. AI as supportive presence, creating a highly personalized path for each student. So what were the results of this integrated approach? Well, the data showed that these AI-enhanced strategies proved highly effective in supporting diverse learners and really significantly improving learner engagement. We have some key areas that we focused on, and really to ascertain success for any program that might be considering this model. Think about frequent feedback and scaffolding from faculty are really keys to that success. Start small and build off of that, increasing the complexity. The AI provides content and practice. The human faculty provides the essential guidance and clinical context. I provided all that information. I started with what I already had for my class. I didn't create something new. I just asked AI to maybe deliver that information in a different way, such as a podcast. Or I myself took a disease process, for example, diabetes, and asked AI to put it into an infographic for symptoms, treatment options, evaluation, nursing considerations. This allowed my students to see that disease in just a different context. AI really offers scalable solutions. This means we can personalize education for a large number of students without crushing our faculty workload. I personally teach classes of 80 to 100 students, so to develop personal education for each of them would be very time consuming. But using these AI tools, I was able to create that personalized learning for my students. Of note, none of these educational strategies that were utilized were worth any points in the class. They were not assignments. They weren't even low stakes assignments. They were solely supports given to students to help them be successful. Overall, this model really has that potential to improve student retention and expand program capacity. We're just offering better support to our students, and that will help more students stay in the program, retaining them, and helping them to be successful. Really, our experience showed that AI is a tool for personalization. This helps us to meet the unique needs of our current student population who require greater flexibility and that personalized support. In conclusion, that integration of AI is not a future concept. It is a replicable framework for nursing programs today. This model is working for us. It's enhancing student success while supporting faculty efficiency. We really encourage you to think about how AI can shift your role from a content deliverer to a learning facilitator. offering that crucial personalized support your students need to develop critical thinking skills demanded by our profession. We welcome any questions that you have, and if you'd like to dive deeper into the tools, the data, or specific faculty prompts we use, please feel free to reach out to Lisa Brennan, myself, at Brenna66, that's B as in boy, RENNA 66, at uwm.edu. You can also scan the QR code for our references and more information about this product. Thank you for listening.